Hello there, moin moin ladies and gentlemen, Donspektor here with another Donboxing, and I have for you today a device you probably have never heard of, or maybe you just spotted it because you were morbidly curious. I have the CVJ VVT-1. Yes, I had to pronounce it like that because when I try to pronounce it fastly, well, shit goes haywire because this name is ununderstandable. The product description or the product name is not understandable. I'm not sure who thought this is a good idea, but what we have here is, let's first, before we start the unboxing, let's take a look at the packaging. That's actually pretty cool for the pricing. We talk about more what the device is, but it sets you back about 150 bucks. And you can see this is like custom cardboard thingy. Like this has some texture going on, it's colored, it folds up probably like this. Let's see. And there's no product information whatsoever, and you have this like golden puck on the middle. So for the pricing, the package actually is pretty damn cool. At least if we talk about something unique. Might not fit your style preference, but at least it's unique. Like I have not seen anything similar so far. But I've also not had the other CVJ products, because why would I? The graph of the one I saw didn't look great, so didn't get it. Then let's quickly remove the foil here. And out you go. And I can tell you, this is actually relatively thick cardboard here. You can see that at the bottom, it feels solid, it doesn't squish. And let's see, yep, it opens exactly how I thought. So that thing is a magnet here, it stays close and it folds open just like this. That presentation honestly is pretty cool. Like this is coming off as way more expensive than it actually is. And then you have this semi-transparent sheet, which folds up to the top. And then here, come on, stay. We have the device, and yeah, now we can see what this is. This is a Bluetooth receiver. It is a bit on the chunkier side. Let me quickly get the Xiaomi, forgot the description or the name of this, but their player, which is very small. You can see it just goes in my hand like this. And oh, let me see, I also should have the Xiaomi Up 5 here. That has, you can already see the outputs here. That has all three outputs, while this one only has 3.5 and 4.4 Pentacon. And yeah, again, let me bring it in so you can see this actually is a bit bigger, which makes sense because this has, let's say, significantly more power. This is rated at 240 milliwatts, I think, or 280, something like that. This is rated at 800 milliwatts. So it makes sense that it is bigger. And also cool about this, this has actually a very good DAC chip inside. This is the ES9039 Q2M. So that is more, I would say, like a high-end DAC chip than the 9219C, I think, that is in here. Of course, all from ESS. So this should be theoretically, just by the DAC chip, perform better. Of course, we'll need to give it a try because implementation does matter. And yeah, but first, let me tell you how this feels. This is a solid chunk in your hand. Like even this one, the Up5 felt pretty decent, but this thing is way heavier in your hand. And let me just knock on it so you can hear how it sounds. It sounds like actually using relatively thick materials here. I'm not sure if this is real carbon or it's just like plastic that is like made to look like carbon. But it is actually looking pretty cool, I have to admit, and there's a slight texturing to it. It's not just printed on, like you can feel that this is like textured. And on the sides you have buttons that are, next track, pause, play, and previous track. And here we have then again this plexiglass. Yeah, that is definitely plastic. Make it closer. So that ain't glass, that's definitely plastic, where, for instance, the Up5 here actually uses glass. That is glass, this is definitely plastic. But it does still feel very sturdy, like I can't bend this at all. Like there's no bending going on whatsoever. And yeah, let's take a quick look at the front. What else do we have here? I think there might be LEDs under this that give us information about what input it's using, USB or Bluetooth, and how much battery we have left. And on and off switch is also the volume knob, which is kind of recessed so you don't accidentally rotate it. And if I just go over like this, is it already on? No. It goes on after this here. Okay, so we just turn it off. This is off, and you have a bit of a wiggle, and then you notice some pressure here at this point, and then it turns on. So there is a click. Let me again demonstrate. That's the click. So it is, I don't think that likely you will accidentally turn it on in your pocket, but I can see when it is on, you might accidentally still rotate it a bit up and down. The recession here is not the best implementation, but it should at least help a bit with accidentally changing the volume. And then let's see, yep, you can see it's now blinking here. So that apparently is working, which for Chi-Fi audio products that you've never heard of is not given. Like sometimes they just arrive plain dead at your door. And then last but not least, let's take a look at the back here. So we have a bypass mod and a bass mod. Yeah, this is going the route that also iFi is going with their, I forgot the name, Go Bar. Then also has a bass switch basically, this one as well. And this is relatively heavy to press. There's a click to it that is not the greatest, but I don't think you will accidentally switch this one. And then last but not least here, the USB-C input for charging and probably power delivery, for charging and data delivery. The cutout here is big enough. It should fit most USB-C cables that you have around. Only the super chunky ones, maybe not, but it should be fine. Let me just grab a part of a cable here. Let's see how that's going. Easy. You can see there's still enough space around, and that already is a bit on the thicker side, as you can see here. So yeah, let's check what else we get. Do we get any menu? Get any accessories? Yep, we do. So this is a charging cable. Let me quickly take a look what the cable is looking like here. That is kind of fake Apple or Xiaomi cable. Wait, don't I have a Xiaomi cable here? Give me a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I have. This is Xiaomi cable here, and this is very close to Xiaomi cable, just minus the USB plug that you can see here. This one is a bit more square, this is a bit more round, but it comes off as very close to what Xiaomi offers to us, because also the color scheme, as you can see here, very similar. Not exactly the same, but it's very similar. So we have not a knockoff of Apple, we have a knockoff of Xiaomi. That's also something I have not thought I would be seeing. And then let's take a quick look what other accessories we get. Warranty card here. This is, let's see, could see pass 08 to have unit 8. This would mean there's this little unit sold. Yeah, not interesting, but let's quickly go through the manual together, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, here's information about charging. Supports 5 watts at 2 amps. Support 48K Windows 10 and audio and Android phones. Yep, slight heat is normal. That's not a good starting point if you already tell me slight heat is normal. The Up5, for instance, barely gets warm if you use it. So that's not great. But I guess this has a more desktop grade chip, so kind of makes sense that it gets warm there. Yeah, USB, blah blah blah, system volume, blah blah blah, warranty. Yeah, I know how headphone jacks work. Again, warranty. For Chinese at the back. Okay, I would have liked to have a bit more information. Does this support use power pass-through? I assume not, because it doesn't say anything, but it's a nice feature to have for your DAC amp. And yeah, other than that, there's also not much more information. Like, there doesn't seem to be an app or anything here. So yeah, that's kind of useless to me. Okay, that's it. The unboxing of the CVJ VVT-1. Very cryptic name. I think I should have gotten for something more telling. But just in the hand, this is actually feeling pretty damn cool. And at least just from the build at the moment, I'm not regretting taking a risk here. But maybe I do once I give it a listen, which I do exactly next. If you have enjoyed it, leave a comment. Or if you have not enjoyed it, you can also leave a comment. Criticism, always okay for me. I always try to do my best to make the videos as good as possible. But also if you have recommendations or anything else, please leave a comment. And with this, Donspektor out.